I just did this whole look using the Profusion Cosmetics. This is in their Nudes palette. Take a look. It has 5 shimmer shades, 5 matte shades. So if you want to go ahead and watch this palette work and get this full look, go ahead and keep watching.
The perfect palette for under $10. So first I'm going to start with the brows. I'm using the Milani Pomade. This is in the color Brunette. I'm also using a Real Techniques brush, just brushing out with the spoolie. Next, to conceal the brows, I'm going in with Tape Shape in the color Light Sand. I'm just concealing the brows, just cleaning them up and giving them their form. I'm going in with the Real Techniques brush. This is their deluxe crease brush. I'm just blending out that concealer. Here I'm just creating little hair strokes with that Real Techniques brush. Going back in with a Tarte Shape Tape concealer, using this as a primer and a base for the eyeshadow look. I'm just going over the lid with this. We're ready to get started. Profusion Nudes Palette, beautiful colors. First I'm going into that color Tarte, applying that above the crease. Just blending it in and out with a fluffy brush, back and forth motions, just creating that base color. First impressions, it's blending out very nice and smooth. Next, I'm going in with the color Calvary, and I'm going to be using that in the crease. Smaller brush going back and forth. This was a darker shade and it had great pigment. Now for the lid, I am going in with the color West Coast, putting that at the front of the eye and then following up with Whiskey and using that on the outer corners. I personally use my fingertips to apply any shimmer shadows. Next, I'm going in with the shade Calvary in the crease, just really defining that crease, just darkening it up, then following it up with the color Tarte, just blending all those colors together, just smoothing them out. Next, I'm using Maybelline's Matte and Poreless Lightweight Formula. This is a primer. I use this before I apply my foundation, just blending it into the face. It'll help minimize pores, really help blur out any shine. Next, I'm going in with Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Skin Tint. This is in the color 220. I'm just using a damp beauty blender and blending that out throughout my face. This foundation has become one of my favorites. It has buildable coverage and it feels so lightweight on the skin. Next, it's time to conceal. Going back in with that Shape Tape Tarte concealer, just going in the corners of my eyes, going down my nose and highlighting my forehead and chin, just really highlighting the areas of my face. Going back in with the damp beauty blender and just blending that concealer out. I absolutely love the creamy formula. I'm going to set the concealer with Maybelline's Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is a translucent powder, just really setting the under the eyes, the nose, the chin. Now it's time to set the rest of the face. I'm going in with One Size Beauty. This is the ultimate setting powder. It is in the color translucent. Just going in with the big kabuki brush, blending that out all throughout the face. Time to bronze up using the Hoola Caramel Bronzer. Just going in, really defining the cheekbones and applying some of that over my forehead and jawline. Using an e.l.f. angled brush, I'm going to be adding some blush. This is the Milani Luminoso color, just adding that to the apples of my cheeks. Using Benefit's roller liner, I'm going to go ahead and create the outline of my eyeliner. This is a great liner, it has a nice felt thin tip that helps me really define the eyeliner. Once I create the outline, I go in with the e.l.f. eyeliner and just start filling in the gap of the outline that I created. I love this brush. It fills up so nicely and it's long lasting. Now time for some mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in the color Carbon Black. I will be wearing falsies, so just currently using the dual lash adhesive on my false lashes, letting them get tacky. Now I'm going back into that Profusion Nudes in the shade Calvary, and I will be placing that underneath my waterline using an Equal Tools brush. This is with the smudger side, just really adding some definition underneath the eyes. Going in with that Tarte color, and I'm going to use this to blend both of those colors out using the other side of the brush to really smoke out that eye look. I'm going to go ahead and do the same to the other eye. After I'm done with the eyeshadow, I'm going back in with the L'Oreal mascara and just really defining those lower lashes. Once my lashes are tacky, we are ready to apply them. I'm actually using an eyelash applicator. It just helps guide the eyelash towards my eye. Once it's tacky, just apply it to the center of my lid, and then with the corners, I just go ahead and adjust the lash. Now, as you can see here, I'm just squeezing my real lashes and the fake lash together just so to make sure they are on securely. Going in with some black e.l.f. eyeliner, just defining the lower lash. Time to add some color to the lips. I'm going in with Maybelline's Vinyl Lip Color. You have to make sure you shake this before you apply it. This is in the color Punchy. It is the number 120. This has a glossy finish, but it is long lasting and adding that moisture to your lips. Here I'm setting my face with Urban Decay's Setting Spray All Nighter. After this, I'm finishing it off with some highlight using Wet n Wild's Precious Petals, highlighting the areas of my face, my nose, my cheekbones, down the nose peak, my chin, and forehead. Overall, I was highly satisfied with the Pro Fusion Nudes Palette. Such beautiful colors, all for under $10. I would totally recommend this palette.